Migraines are an invisible disability impacting 40 million Americans. Besides intense head pain, they can cause nausea, dizziness, and sensitivity to light and sound, which can last for days or weeks on end.
And most doctors say it is a lifelong condition, but one Texas doctor says he can eliminate migraines for good. I spoke with a woman from McAlester who says this doctor saved her life.
Yes. Some goodies.
Joy radiating from Danielle Robinson has been a long time coming, and she owes it all to this man.
Look at these beautiful cookies that she brought.
Dr. Kevin Smith.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you.
Armed with a box of thank you cookies, she made the 6-hour drive from McAlester to Houston to share her story with us.
It's definitely an invisible disability. I would get very dizzy, nauseous. It was just hard to keep my head up and function.
Danielle was 9 when doctors diagnosed her with chronic migraines. The problem worsened as she got older, and her desperation for a cure grew.
I would have a migraine at least 2 to 3 times a week. The longest I had one was for 3 weeks, which I ended up being hospitalized for and spent 3-4 days.
She tried everything over her 25-year struggle. Botox, acupuncture, medication, massages, a neurostimulator, even a hysterectomy, but none of it worked. Her lowest point hit during a hospital stay.
And my mom had started a prayer chain at church, and she was like, I've got everyone praying for you. And I told her, stop. I said, I'm praying for God to take me out of this world. I cannot do this anymore. I can't live with this pain every day.
Soon after that, just like an answered prayer, she came across Dr. Smith. She made an appointment, and he made her a promise.
I can cure your migraines, and I laughed at him. I was like, you can't cure my migraines. I've been told all my life migraines are incurable.
People need to know that there is a cure for these migraines.
That bold statement comes after 30 years in the medical field. Dr. Smith says he first noticed the connection between migraines and the nose during his facial plastic fellowship in Alabama. Some patients with bad headaches told him they felt better after having nasal surgery.
But it wasn't until about 8 years ago that I made the connection from just headaches or chronic headaches to actually take that leap and go, no, this is really the root cause of migraines.
He says migraines are caused by specific abnormalities in the nose and sinuses, which stem from an injury or trauma, like a deviated septum.
The other thing is your turbinates. These turbinates are like filters in the nose. They're very sensitive. These middle turbinates are long, and what they can do is obstruct the sinuses and obstruct the forehead sinuses and cause pressure and pain.
He's helped nearly 5,000 people from all around the world using his Smith sinus migraine technique, which has a patent pending.
Turn this way.
He says it's different than other surgeries, including those for a deviated septum, because it has a more detailed analysis of the septum, like where it touches the nose's sensitive tissues. And he says no matter the type of migraine, he can help.
Migraines are named after their triggers. Silent migraines, ocular, vestibular, hormonal, hereditary, occipital. All of them are caused by this one root cause in the nose and sinuses.
Despite his findings, though, Dr. Smith says most doctors aren't convinced. Med school students are taught that migraines are in the brain. However, he says only 5% of all brain scans done on migraine patients can explain the pain, like an abscess or tumor. For the other 95%, his door is wide open.
Over 90% of the patients that I operate on don't have another migraine ever. You might get a headache that you could take Tylenol for, that kind of thing, but as far as these debilitating migraines, you're not going to have that.
Which brings us back to Danielle. She had her surgery in June of 2020 and just celebrated 2 years of being migraine-free. Not only that, she says it marked a celebration of her life starting over.
Hands down, he saved my life because I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical, but seeing I'm living proof that it did work, I just feel like a brand new person. Like I'm still in shock that it's been this long and I'm migraine-free.
And Dr. Smith says he has previously submitted research to the ENT journal, but they rejected it without any explanation as to why. He's now in the process of putting his case reports together and hopes to partner with a healthcare corporation to get funding for even more research.
Very interesting and something not a lot of people probably know about.
No, and it's a really debilitating condition if you've had them. So I'm glad Danielle found relief, and hopefully somebody who's watching this and can't find an answer, maybe this is that answer for them.
Definitely.